Yo, what is going on, guys? Prevised here. Thank you for watching part 2. If you haven't watched part 1 on making a murder game, please be sure to watch part 1 or you will be confused. So, we hit 20 likes. Thank you all for liking my video. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Alright, so I just now made some notes. So we're going to finish off the countdown. We're going to make that filtering enabled compatible instead of just printing. We're going to make game time so that it can, after the countdown, you're going to have some game time, and then the game time is going to end. And the game time is what I just said. Yeah. Alright, so let's get to making a GUI. So first off, right click on Starter GUI. Let's insert a screen GUI. Now, I'm going to call this main GUI, alright? So, all our main GUIs are going to be in here. Now, I'm going to make this, I'm going to try to make everything neat. So, well, later on it's going to be more neat. But, yeah. So, anchor point, 0.5, comma 0. So, I'm pretty good at positioning GUIs, so you know, I should have never said that, but oh well. So, we're going to change our text color to a white. You know, you guys can do whatever with this. Just make sure, just make sure the name's the same. So let's put the name as Countdown. Yeah, let's just put it like that for now. Later on is going to be the designing, like in another tutorial. Maybe the next tutorial, maybe the next, I don't know. The size. Let's not use pixels, let's use the scale. So there's a difference between the scale and the offset. Offset is based in pixels. So we're going to change that to 0.2, and then over here we're going to change that to 0.1. Make it tick scaled is true. Let's go with my favorite font, Source Sans Bold in Roblox. Okay. And then you know it's going to be like starting in and then, you know, starting in 20, you know, something like that. But remove the text for now. Let me just make this 0.05. Now let's go 0.08. Sorry about that. Alright. Now, what we are going to do is now scripted, pretty much. Okay. So, like I said already, if you haven't watched part 1, please go watch part 1 so you can understand what all this stuff is. Alright, so we have the remote countdown, so we're going to uncomment this out because I had commented out, so countdown, which is over here. This is the remote event. So now what we want to do is we want to take event, we're going to fire the server. Okay, why did I type event? I meant countdown, sorry about that. Countdown fire server. So actually no, I'm tripping. It's not fire server. Sorry. Fire server only works in local scripts. I don't know why I just typed that up. Okay, it's countdown fire all clients. Actually, fire all clients. Make sure to get that S, you know. So fire client also works in a local script. Fire client also works in a server script, which is like this. Sorry, fire client does not work in a server. Oh my god, I'm confused, man. Fire client does not work in local scripts. Done deal. Okay, fire client works in server scripts right here, like what we're in, and also fire all clients works in only server scripts. Yeah, I'm right. Sorry, I got confused. Okay, so whenever we fire all clients, okay, I'm not very good with filtering enabled, like I said in the other tutorial, but countdown, whenever it fires all clients, it's going to run the code where we call the countdown on client event, okay? So in Starter GUI, we're going to right click, insert object, insert a local script, okay? We're going to name this event handler. It's going to handle all our events. All right, we're going to go in here and let's copy these 3 lines. All right, I'm going to paste them in here. Oh, Okay, let's get the services also. Why not? Get the services, the remote, and also let's make the client local player equals game.players.local. Don't get confused with the. Okay, I'm actually gonna remove players. We don't need that. So yeah, you don't have to be confused anymore. I didn't want you guys to get confused with the players and player. So local character equals player dot character. So it's gonna get the player dot character. But if the character has not been loaded, that's what the R is for, saying if the character has not been loaded, then we're gonna wait for the character. Okay, that's what it's saying. Pretty much. Okay, so we have our emotes. Now, let's type up main for, it's just a comment, just to know what's up, bro. Like, yeah. Alright, so, we have our emote. Countdown. Like I was saying, on client event. Now, on server event only works in server scripts. On client event only works in local scripts. Okay. And also on server event, like if I have an on server event in here, which I don't need, the first parameter, which parameters go in here, is the actual player. So you type up player, but no, we don't need player here. I just wanted to make a note of that for you guys. Okay, so like I was saying, whenever you type up count, which is the event, the remote event, and then you fire all clients, it's gonna run the code in here. So countdown on client event. Right? Yeah. Yep. Okay, so now what you want to do is in here you want to type up a num, which is here, which is pretty much like a variable. Then this variable changes, it goes down. This is the starting, this is the end, this is the increment. So we're going from 10 to 0 by going -1. So it counts down. Okay. Say you want it to count up. So say you want it to go from 0 to 10 counting up. It would look just like this. Okay? We don't want that. Free. Alright. Num. So we're sending num through, okay? We're sending num through to over here. So we would type up num here. It could be whatever. It could be this. But it's still num because it's the first argument, the parameter. But makes more sense to just type up num. Alright, so now what we want to do is we're going to now get our GUI. So we're going to make this our local script neat, because for later on, this is going to be a slightly big game, I'd say. Maybe it's going to be just a small game, but I'm going to have a lot of parts to this tutorial, this series. So I'm going to want to make our code a little neat. So what we're going to do, under the remote section, let's add a GUI section, okay? So first off, let's do local main GUI equals, and I name it event handler, but we can name it more like client handler, so it's gonna client, yes, but they're right. So it's gonna handle everything, it's gonna handle the whole local script. Yeah, it's gonna handle itself, right? Main GUI equals script dot. Okay, we don't want dot. We're gonna do wait for child, just in case it has not been loaded yet. We're gonna do main GUI. Oops, gotta make sure I spell that right with the right capitalizations thingy majiggers. All right, we're gonna put a little tab there. Also, if you don't know how to tab, you press the tab key instead of using spaces. Tab, bro. Yeah, what's up, my baby? Oh, stop. Yo, Previse is weird, I swear. Anyways, okay, local countdown equals main GUI. Wait for child. Why not use wait for child? Because we want a child. Countdown. Oh my god. Stay away from drugs. Okay, countdown. Okay, yeah, we can't do that because we have a remote called countdown. Okay. So what we're gonna do is countdown text. Yeet yeet. Yeet 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 yeet. countdown text. All right, sweet, sweet, sweet. So countdown text. So now what we want to do is we want to change countdown text to equal to num. So countdown text. Okay, actually, so countdown text is this, but I just realized we need to do dot text because we need to get the actual text property of this. So which is the text property. So we're changing it to num. And what is num? Num is the number that's being counted down because we send it through, right? Yeah. And yeah, that's basically it. But the tutorial's not done because we still got more to do. Okay, what is not what's okay, did I get an error? Okay, let's wait a little while, see if I get something. Okay, up main GUI, sweet. Main GUI. What? Alright, let's see what I got. Line 13. Local. Main GUI equals script. Ah, I see. And I even said I wasn't going to put a parent. I mean, I said I wasn't going to put the dot. I was going to just straight up do wait for child. But I forgot I need dot parent. Alright, cool. Looks like nothing's happening. So let's see what's up now. Just hopefully it gives us an error or a warning or something. No. Darn. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna see if the text is actually changing. Okay, no, the text. No. Shoot. Okay. Main GUI, script.parent, wait for child, main GUI, it's spelled right. Countdown text equals main GUI, wait for child, countdown text. Countdown, that on client event. Yeah, on client. Num. Countdown text equals num. Okay. Countdown fire all clients. Num. Oh, see guys, I'm tripping again, just like last tutorial. Part 1. I need to test with 3 or more people. I keep forgetting. And I probably will keep forgetting. And probably will keep forgetting in all my other tutorials and probably will keep forgetting. Oh my goodness. Jeez. So yeah. Yeah. So if you got this far and you're new to my channel, please be sure to like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And at 2K, I do hopefully I can do a face reveal, and I most likely will. Please no fake subs. Yeah. Alright. Here we are. We're loading in. Let's go. Alright. So, we're going to wait for all these players to join. Oh man, it's so slow. I should have just tested with 3 people for real. But nope, I did 5. Okay, so here's 1. There's 2. And cool. 10, 9, 8. 6, 5, 4. Oh, so laggy. Boom. Ready? Bang. Oh, it's about to teleport. There. What's up, man? Worked pretty good. But I don't know where that other player is. Oh, their character. Oh, the character's been taking forever to load up. Yeah, there it is. The character just took forever to load up. Alright. So, let's clean up that. So, we know it works. Now what we're going to have is, let's add maybe some text to it, you know. It's like starting in, you know. So, we're going to add starting in, colon. Make sure to put a space after, you know, because you don't want it together. Then concatenate, which is the 2 dots, and then num. So it's going to be like starting in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Now if you don't want 10 seconds, of course, change this to like 30. So it's going to count from 30 to 0. But I'm doing 10 for the sake of the tutorial. Like I said, about 50, if I hit 50 subs on part 1, part 2, or any other parts that I'm doing, like this is part 2, once I hit 50 likes on one of those, I am going to make this game uncopy locked. Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. So, now what we want to do, hopefully I don't reach the amount of minutes like last time. So now we're going to copy this, and so this is the teleporting. So after it teleports everyone, we want the timer to start. So we're gonna go from, let's see, where we're gonna go from. Let's just go from 15. Yeah, let's go for 15 to 0. Okay, yeah. Now also, I'm just gonna get it done in this tutorial. Alright guys, I'm back. I had to think this through and took a little bit of testing. So I should have reverted everything back to how it was before. This was at 3, but I just changed it to 2, so so I don't have to open up another client. Yeah. So I'm glad I got this thought out. So what I'm trying to do now is, so how I have it is, it goes from 10 to 0 right here, and then after it finishes the intermission, it does all this, and then I want the game time to start. Okay, so I want it like to go from 15 to 0, so it counts down, as you know that's the game time. Then whenever it's over, certain things are gonna happen. But yeah. So what I want to happen is, whenever it shows the countdown, I want it to be like starting in, and then it shows the number. But whenever it counts down, I want it to show the, like, how long it's counting down for, you know? And I want it to show like game time, and then I just want the text to be different. So to do that, this is what I just tested. What we're gonna do is, under variables over here, we're going to make something called local request. Okay, and we're not gonna give it a value. It's just gonna be a local request. Just keep it like that. Okay, now right above this, we're gonna do request equals start timer. Yeah, start timer. No, let's do start countdown. Start countdown. That's gonna be the request. Then we're gonna copy that, come right above the game time. Then we're gonna just say countdown. Okay, because it's gonna be counting down. Also, let's go back to up here. I'm gonna make the space. Alright. So instead of just having num, we're gonna put request, comma, num, which num means for number. And then over here, request, comma, num. Whoops. Alright. Now let's go back in client handler, and then let's type in request, or paste request, and then comma, num. Alright, now we're gonna check if request is equal to start countdown, then it's gonna show this over here. Let's do else if request is equal to countdown, just countdown, then we're gonna add that in. And we're gonna take this, copy, paste, and then we're gonna do I was saying game time colon the number earlier, I believe. We're just gonna put ending. So start countdown. We have to make sure it's exactly the same. Start countdown. If it's spelled the same to countdown. Yeah. All right. So they're spelled the same. All right. So now let's right. Now what we can do is we can search through the all players table. So for I player in pairs, all players do. So we're gonna search through. We're gonna loop through all players. So table. Yeah, we could just take this. Yeah, I think this would work. Table.remove. We're gonna search through all players. All players. I think this would work. Print all players. Alright. Oh, well, this is not gonna work. Stop. Let's start up a local server. I'm gonna test with 2 players. I think I set it to 2 players. Yeah. Alright, it's loading. Maybe tomorrow I'll come up with a part 3. Now, if you guys have any requests, please let me know down in the comments section. I won't be able to get to all requests, though, sadly. I mean, I probably will have a good bit. And I'm just getting down the basics first off. Alright, here we are loading in. So here's the first character. Waiting for the second. There we are. So starting in, the character's up here if you're wondering. Yeah. 3, 2, 1, 0. Alright, so you know I set it to 2. So it's these 2 ending. Okay. So. Alright, so this didn't work. So, okay, the timer works perfect. But what I was trying to do right here is removing all the players from the table. But we'll get to that in the next tutorial. But yep, this has been a pretty long video. So, yep. We have it. We have the countdown working fine. So, get ready for part 3, guys. Peace out.